Howdy, Calvin and John here for the second trail report. We're up in Salt Lake City, Utah at Research Park, part of the University of Utah. We're going to be going up to a place called the Living Room. It's about a 2-mile round trip. It shouldn't take us very long. Fairly exposed in the hills, but a beautiful hike nonetheless. I spend a lot of time out here. This is very near to where I work, so I look at these hills all day long, and I'm excited to share them with you. We'll get on the trail. Alright, so here we are up the trailhead. We are on Colorado Road, also Connor Road when you go up the street that way. Our signage, dogs are allowed. We're going to be crossing the Bonneville Shoreline Trail and going up into the Red Butte Hills. There's what our road looks like. The view from the valley, but that'll get better as we go. You can see it's a little wooded here. One thing to be aware of on this hike is that there are many trails that crisscross these hills, so you'll be favoring right-hand forks. I'll show you what we mean as we go along. And this is the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. This trail runs all over northern Utah, starting and stopping in several areas. You'll make a right turn onto this, followed shortly thereafter by a left turn. If you're interested in seeing more of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, let me know in the comments and I'll see about including it in the video. And here's that left turn. Sorry for not facing the camera to show you where the Bonneville Shoreline continues on. One of my favorite things about my office is that I can see the wind blowing through the grass in these hills. While you're here, take the time and enjoy it. Here's another fork in the trail. I'm not sure if this trail has a name, but keep right regardless. Again, another fork and another right. Here you'll see the trail narrows down and becomes quite tight. Be aware of this if traveling with dogs or a small group. Speaking of dogs, I'd recommend using leashes here. Some of the dogs aren't exactly friendly, even if their owners are.
How are you?
Good, how you doing? Maybe about halfway through the trail, keep your eye off to the right. There's a few trails here that are going to be your best bet for seclusion, if that's what you're looking for. When you reach the spot where there's a wide left turn, this will be about your 2/3 mark. This is also the part where the trail gets steeper, but very quickly will pay off with some beautiful rewards and a view. Continue up the trail. As you reach the top of the ridge, you'll be able to see the valley again. Many people stop here for a break and to take in the view. When here, be sure to look at the hills as well, especially when they're green. My suggestion is to continue up the ridge until you see this outcropping of rocks. At this area, you'll find much more shade to spend time in and rocks to sit on, rather than bare dirt. Plus, the view is just as spectacular. If you wanted a break, I hope you'd taken it, because the rest of the hike is going to be fairly exposed. When you look over your left shoulder and can see the trail cut into the hillside, you know you're getting close. This is a sign that you're almost there. One last big left turn, and then it's a straightaway that's fairly level for the rest of the hike. You've almost done it.
Hey, leave the dog alone.
You'll know you're about to reach the living room when a panoramic vista of the valley creeps into view. And here's why it's called the living room. You'll find several seats made from stone to sit on. Take your time here, enjoy the view, relax. There in the distance, you can see the Rio Tinto copper mine, the Ochre Mountains. When you look to the right, there's the University of Utah in the foreground, downtown Salt Lake, and even out to the Great Salt Lake and the Salt Flats. And if you're not done exploring, there's still plenty of trails to go on. Thank you for joining me on this hike to the living room. If you enjoyed it, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching Video Trail Reports.